Hey, my fellow Doordash people, your boy C Moto. I am back again with another video. As you can see by the thumbnail, I did want to bring to your attention, which is not anything new. There's probably plenty of videos out there, but of course I want to bring my own to it. It's in regards to becoming and being a top dasher, and the second part of it is becoming a person that's able to pick up large orders, which previously was the catering program, but they nixed that program. But you are still in the system as a person that is a caterer, in the sense that can pick up large orders, because you'll have your catering bag and such, and that then leads to bigger orders in terms of the payouts. You're more liable to get tipped more, tipped better. But it all starts with the requirements, and the first thing I would say is just becoming a top dasher. Obviously, you need to have a lifetime of 200 deliveries from the time you signed up until the time that you attempt to start the requirements for trying to be a top dasher. This is all over a month's period time, not the 200 lifetime deliveries. It's just whenever you hit that 200 lifetime delivery mark, that's when you know you've hit that first qualification. The next immediate steps is either during that month, depending on where you are in that month, or into the next month. And I say that because you have to complete an additional 100 orders every month from that point of hitting 200 lifetime deliveries. So let's say, for instance, we're talking to you today. It's the 31st. It's the last day of the month. Obviously, you have already hit your 200 lifetime deliveries, and it's only one day left in the month, so you're not going to hit 100 deliveries today. I mean, unless you've acquired that over the month. But just generally speaking, you'd probably go into February starting off fresh to be able to get your 100 orders a month. And to me, that's not a problem. It's not an issue to get. So you figure 25 dashes a week. Sometimes you can knock that out in a week's time, 100 deliveries. I knock out 100, 150 deliveries in 1 week's time. So to do 100 in a month is not a big deal, not a problem. With that said, you need to have a 4.7 customer rating from your customers, and it's all based on the last 100 deliveries that you've made, of course, that overall rating. Then the next thing is you have to have a 70% acceptance rating. So you can decline a few, but I just suggest that you just do your orders so you can guarantee that you hit your top dasher status by the end of the month. And then you have to have a 95% completion rate, completing most of your orders, which 9 times out of 10, or almost 10 times out of 10, once you accept an order, you're going to complete it, unless you find yourself in an emergency or something like that to where you can't completed. But that case is a very rare case. But they do allow a small percentage of maybe 1 order or 2 orders where if you don't complete them for whatever reason after you've picked them up, that it won't ding you too bad, but you can't go below 95% of completing all the orders based on those last 100 orders. So that is pretty much it. Come the requirements for top dasher status. Now, this is something automatic. Once you hit the last day of the month, so say February, you hit your 100 dashes, and all your requirements are up to par. Come the first or second day of the next month, so come the first or second day of March, it will be, when you open that app, it will have a pop-up screen that will tell you that you have hit top dasher status, and it will probably give you your stats that you hit the month before, just so you know where you were at. But you can obviously figure that stuff out because it's all in your account ratings page. And then, of course, during your earnings statement, you can figure out how many dashes you did over the month if you really was interested. But it should break down all the details, the reason why you became top dasher, and then you have the benefit of being top dasher for the month of March. So then all you're doing is you're just completing it month after month after month, and staying top dasher. The big benefit for me, and it's nothing that's been proven, I'll speak on this part. It's nothing that's been proven that you get the highest paying orders all the time, because I do get my share of low paid orders. But I do feel that being top dasher, you probably get priority orders over the person that's not top dasher status. Now, granted, like I said, there's no way for me to prove that that's exactly what's happening, but at least that's what it says, that they will prioritize the orders to go to the top dashers because they have worked harder to keep that status, or to get that status. So additionally, with that said, my other reason that I do know for sure is because I no longer have to schedule my dashes. I hate scheduling. I hate having to worry about it, because when you hit Top Dasher, the main benefit I personally think is never having to schedule your dashes. You can just truly sign in when you want, where you want, without an issue, even in a market that's gray. Which obviously in a market that's gray, if you're not scheduled, you can't dash. The only way you can dash in a market that's gray is if you had a schedule arranged already to drive during a certain time. So no matter whether it's gray or not, if you were scheduled, you're okay. You can still sign in because you had a schedule. If you weren't scheduled, then you had to wait until it lit up pink or whatever it is, so where you can go and dash, and then possibly have to schedule. But on that note, you don't have to worry about that when you're Top Dasher. You can sign in when it's a gray market. So if you have any other drivers that have scheduled, and you being a Top Dasher, when you sign in, you're getting priority of orders, and possibly the more top paying orders are going to you than regular dashers. So that is one benefit, along with not having to schedule. So you can just sign in when you want. The plus behind that additionally is that when it comes to extending times, it doesn't matter if when you dash, it's still going to ask you how many hours you want to drive. So if you say 5 and you go your 5 and then you try to click extend dash, it may say there's no slots available, but it doesn't matter, because as soon as that dash ends, or as soon as you end it, all you have to do is click dash again, and it just lets you put in the amount of hours that you want to drive, or just let you sign right back in and start dashing. So like I said, the best part is no scheduling. So you're then able to maximize the amount of money that you can make without having to worry about scheduling the dash. Or maybe you have something to do that came up and you don't have to worry about it. You can just start dashing the next given time that you can without having to worry about scheduling. So that's my biggest factor in staying Top Dasher, as I've been the last year. A whole year I've been Top Dasher, and it's the hugest benefit that I possibly can. And I feel like it's part of the reason why I make the money I make, because I can truly just dash when I want to, and I don't have to worry about scheduling. The next thing was a program that I was part of, and that they killed off this program, but it was the catering program, where they would post certain orders at about 7 p.m. on, like, say today, they would post it at 7 p.m. today. And what would happen is at 7 p.m., you would go into the app and you would actually grab these orders or whatever it is that are pre-assigned for the next day. And that lasted a couple of years or whatever it is, but I don't think it was too efficient. Maybe there were some issues, so they nixed that program. They closed it out. But in DoorDash's system, I guess they still kept a list of the actual drivers that were caterers. So fortunately, I was able to get a couple of catering bags when I got invited to join the catering side of DoorDash. I got a couple of big catering bags, and I've had them. So it seems like once they nixed this program, then it turned into a large order pickup program. So that pretty much, it comes through like a standard order on your app, like you would get for any other restaurant. And what happens is, these orders are larger, and what you end up doing is when you accept it, once you arrive to the store, it'll ask you to take a picture of your catering bag just to assure you that you have the size bag needed for the type of order you're picking up. And I believe these orders are like high paid orders by the customer. So I think it's normally like over about $100, or if DoorDash knows, or the restaurant is specifically saying that it's going to be quite a few bags, and your catering bags is what would be required so you can properly carry everything out to your vehicle. Or whatever it is. And most of the time, these orders are nice paying orders. I think I am yet to receive a catering type order, which is just a bigger order than your average #1 pickup from McDonald's or something like that. These orders are generally higher paying, and most of the time tipped, at least with me. I can't say specifically in all areas, but it is another program that I would suggest you look into. And the way that works is it is the same exact requirements as being a Top Dasher. So you don't have to really do anything more. You still have to just hit your 200 lifetime deliveries. You have to keep that customer rating at the 4.7 and up. And I believe you have to have an acceptance rating of also 70% and up. So it's almost the same category in terms of the ratings you have to keep. It's not something separate. It's the same category. So it's like once you hit Top Dasher, you should be able to qualify for the catering program if they need caterers. So what will happen is at that point, I'm sure they'll review a list of Top Dashers out there, or just people that have hit those marks. And then they will send you an email invite. And during that time, they'll ask you that you'll need to get a catering bag. So you may have to purchase a catering bag through the DoorDash store, which I will post links down below in the description. Also, additionally, I will post the link for the details of becoming a Top Dasher. I will put the link down below, as well as the page on becoming a large order person, pickup driver. So pretty much a caterer pickup person. I will post both of those links there so you can then click them and just read from there. But that is pretty much it. I just wanted to bring this to your attention for a reason being that that I make the money I make based on me being, I'm sure partially is because I'm a top dasher and because of that catering side. That's how I'm able to make the money that I'm able to make, because a lot of people question, and being that I'm in Southern California and we get pretty decent orders here in terms of pay versus other places, and it's just the markets you live in, unfortunately. But I believe that that I make the amount that I do make is because I'm part of these programs or whatever it is, and then I make the best on top of it. And as you see, I'm as positive as I can be, so that's how I'm able to make the anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000 a week. It's very easy for me to do it. It's no effort at all or whatever it is. And obviously, if you can see my previous videos, you'll understand why and the details and why I accept the orders I accept. And I'm not worried about all the negativity out there. I'm not out there trying to do the math on certain cases and situations and such. So it's just something to just kind of bring to your attention, something to kind of probably aim for, because this will help you maximize making more money than what you probably currently are making now. And like I said, the catering side of it, it's something that I believe you have to be invited to. You can't just say, I want to be. I think what you would need to do is you need to purchase a catering bag. And when you purchase the catering bag through the Doordash store, use your email that you use for your Doordash account. So then they have it in their system that you purchased a catering bag, and it will be in their system. And then from that, they may invite you because you purchased a catering bag. And if not, just purchase one anyways and still use your email with your Doordash account. And then just, if you get invited after you've hit that top dasher status or you've hit all those ratings and marks, then at that point, when they invite you, they're going to ask you to submit a picture of your bag. And that's the time when you're going to take a picture of your bag, and that'll assure them that you're ready to go to do the catering side of it. So it's just slightly bigger orders than what you normally pick up. But I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I don't want the video to be too long. But it is something that I feel helps contribute to me making X amount of dollars that I do make versus the driver that's not a top dasher or the driver that doesn't pick up catering orders, because it does help. And I have a slew of orders that I pick up where they range from anywhere between $25 and $65 in one shot. No more time, no less time, no more time than picking up a same number one from McDonald's or something like that. It's just a slightly bigger order and you're getting paid that much more for it. So with that said, I will leave you guys at that. If you guys have any questions, concerns about the Top Dasher program or the catering side, I am here to answer your questions as I respond to every message that gets sent to me. Like I said, I want to bring positivity to Doordash and everything that we do, because it's too much negativity going out of 2022 and into 2023. There's a lot of stuff going on the negative end. A lot of people are getting deactivated and such. And it's like, I don't want you to worry about or think about or follow those hashtags or signs of things. Obviously, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. Doordash is not perfect, just like any other company. But just try to steer clear from the negative side of things and just try to stay focused on making money. Inflation is causing a problem for all of us. So it's like using Doordash and all these gig delivery jobs are companies that can help us, and you make it what you want. You can make the most money that you want, or you can make the least amount of money. It's totally up to you. And that's the luxury we have with these jobs that people forget about, is all the luxury we have when it comes to it, in the sense, yes, we have to pay for gas, yes, we have to pay for maintenance, but at the end of the day, if I'm making $1,500, $2,000, like, I don't care about gas, I don't care about maintenance, because I'm making well more than enough money to continue dashing week to week or whatever it is. So everybody's case is different. I know that is, and obviously where my market is, I get paid quite a bit. So it was just something I did want to bring to you guys' attention. I think I'll probably leave it at that. Like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, or anything like that, please comment down below and I'll be welcome to answer each and every one of your questions, whether it's something good, whether it's something bad. And if you have any suggestions for me, something that can possibly help me out, I don't sit here and say that I'm perfect, but if you have anything that you want to bring to my attention that can possibly help me out even further, then please do. Don't hesitate to let me know down below. But I do appreciate you watching. If you have subscribed, I do appreciate your subscription. And if you haven't subbed, I suggest that you do, so you can get future videos on top of watching the other videos that I have posted below. And like I said, I'm all about positivity. That's going to be the difference come my channel versus any other channel that I can think of. And there probably are some other channels out there that people are positive, but I am truly, strictly nothing but positive. I am not going to bring up anything on the negative side, anything that's going on, because I just want you to stay focused on making money. I will never guide you or steer you in a way that would be bad, only because I'm actually making the money and hitting the marks that I want to hit. So it's just something that I want to pass off to you, whether it's tips or tricks or anything like that that can help you. But I will leave it at that again. And until next time, people, your boy C Moto. Peace out.